Hello everyone, this is part 2, and there's some things I want to correct from part 1, and this is why I was having errors with my warnings. I just want to go back to this, because I tell you, my memory is so bad you won't believe, and I totally forgot what I'd done here. When I ran the check and we got all these warnings, I've got errors. I'll just check it. Oh, courtyard overlap, right? Yeah, that's, exclude that and that one. So I've got my courtyard overlaps, but I've got all the warnings, the footprints, and the reason I have all these, excuse me, the reason why I have all these, and I have since in the last video I reloaded all the default library footprints for, and I shouldn't have done, because what I had done is I had modified the libraries, and this is what it's telling me. It's not using the default footprint for this component, and that's because I changed them. So let me just close that and let me explain what I had done. Now let's take these resistors for example. Now let's get a better view of this. So oh, we're on Tim's front silk screen, yeah, right, and let's bring the silk screen to the front. There we go. That's the back. There we go. Front. So the silk screen's to the front, right? You can see that the silk screen, because I'm overlapping components, I'm putting one component on top of another one. The silk screen for this resistor goes over the top of this component here, and we don't want that. I need to cut this area out, and this is what's happening. This is why I've got all these errors. It's because it's pointing to this silk screen. Now, one good thing about KiCad is you can edit the footprint just for your particular project, and not have to edit the silk screen in, the footprint in the main library. You can just edit the silk screen in your project. So all we do is just double click to bring up the properties, and you can edit footprint. Now you can see there's two buttons here. Edit library footprint, which I don't want because I want the one in the library to look like that. But I want the one in my project to be different. I don't want it to overlap that other component. So we can go and edit that. Now then, has that come up? No, it hasn't. So, right, just one moment. I'm going to switch to my desktop now so that you can see the component editor. So I'll just turn the web browser off and I'll turn the cropped image off. Right, so we can see on my desktop now, and we can see that I have I've opened up the component editor, and we are going to edit. I'll just move that across there and bring the component editor up again. Bring the component editor so we can see our resistor, and we can see our footprint for that particular resistor. And what I can do, you can notice this, that editing R8 from board, saving will only update the board only, so it's only going to update this. It's not going to affect our library of this resistor basically. So what I want to do is change the find out where I am. So as soon as I click save here, I can see where it's coming from. So we're coming from there. So what I want to do is put another line in, and I want to go from there to there. Now that's the wrong size. What size is that? That's 0.12. Let's make that 0.12. Okay. So if I just zoom out a bit, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this line and I'm going to bring it down to about there. Right, hang on, where are we? Let's get that in. So one person, yeah. Let's try it there and try that one there. Save that. And there you can see that now that the overlay, the silk screen now doesn't go over the component. I actually want to bring that one back a bit. So I'll remember 2 from there, and this one wants to come further down because it wants to go. We got the foot of this component, so I want this one down about here somewhere. There we go, got the component. So this one only wants to be about, whoops, say 2 there. Okay, save that. There, that looks a lot better. And then what I'll do is I will do I'll just put that on so I can select it on my other screen. Right. What I want to do is the same for this one here. So let's bring up the edit footprint. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Edit footprint. And I did it down here before for this one, so obviously this is opposite hand. So what I'm going to do is go on this side, put another line in, and you can just need that, make that thicker. Right, I think I went to there, didn't I? And then I went down to about there, was it? Yeah, there we go. This one wants to be a bit shorter. Oh, I think I went back that way, didn't I? Yeah, there, so that looks a lot better. And this is why I was getting the warnings, because it wasn't using the original library one. And what I went round and I changed all these back to the damn library ones, didn't I? Silly me. This is what my memory does to me, you know. I really get messed up with it. But anyways. But it brought it up, so you know, at least you know why. Edit footprint. This is this one again. So I'll just move that there. Put a line in. No, I can't be bothered changing defaults. Anyway, so cancel. Make that 2, 1, 2. Buckle my shoe, and then we'll bring this one. Where was it? About there, was it? Is that the same as the other ones? No, a bit further down, wasn't it? Anyway, what we got there? 1, 2, 3. That looks right, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'll just edit this library. Oh, that one. And then we go with that one down there. Let's create another one. stem. No, cancel. Oh, hang on, what I did. Right, so there. Oh, what have I done? There we go. For some reason I changed that. Right, there we go. Two. Okie doke. And then this was back 2. And this one was 3, wasn't it? Oh, I must have moved it. Right, there we go. And then we go, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Save that. Yeah, that looks like that. There, you see, that's better. That's why the errors was. Well, the warnings. The warnings were that I had modified them. And what else have I changed that I should have? No, they've still remained the same. Because I've shortened these 2 as well. What have I? There were some others as well. I probably did. Or did I just leave it at them 4 resistors? Hopefully I just left it at them 4 resistors. So anyways, what I will do, just to be sure, let's do our check. Always press that button and I always do it. And as long as this one here, right, I've got courtyard overlap because I've altered those things. U2 and R11. Yeah, R11. Let's get that to the front. There we go. R11 and U2. And then we've got R8 and U3. Yeah, you see these 2 overlap still, but that's because I didn't alter the courtyard. But we can exclude them. But because I've edited them, it's put it back into the non-excluded. Just warnings now about all my editing. Okay, right. I just wanted to bring that back and just let you know the reason for all them warnings. Normally I like to clean the slate totally, but it's because I'd forgotten that I'd edited them. I did the same with this OLED. Well, the OLED I made, you see, can you see I've actually edited out some of these lines so that the silk screen doesn't go over the top of these other footprints, and you can see it's going over this component as well, so it has to be excluded from the OLED component. And same again here, I've had to modify the footprint silk screen so that it oh, there's one there, look. Right. You see, look, I've hacked it to hell because I've to do all of this, and that's this line here. I think that line wants to go up to about there. Oh, where has it gone? Bring that to the front. Oh, there it is. Oh, even a little bit more. Let's do a bit more. Yeah. There we go. We're off it now. Yeah. Right, yeah. So you can see how I've had to hack a few things because a lot of stuff, as I showed you in my 3D view, a lot of stuff is underneath other stuff. Now normally this wouldn't happen because normally you wouldn't have things on top of each other, but because in this case it's a overpopulated area. Exclusive read. Oh right, I've lost my thing. Right, one moment, I will show you how to change that as well. So yes, because I loaded in the default for this component, I haven't loaded in the actual components I've drawn for the ones that I've bought. So what I can do is, in this case, what I'll do is I'll change the library actually. Now I was just doing the footprint, but it's going to be the same for the whole library every time, so I'm going to edit this in the library, and we go up to properties and we go to 3D model, and we can see that this one isn't in here, so we'll bin that one. And what we'll do is, I have my own library. I have a habit of stripping components from old stuff, and what can I say? Yeah, you know, old parts. Strip the components off old parts, and you know, you don't buy them anymore, and manufacturers don't do the footprints and the drawings for them because they're that ancient and that old. So I tend to do my own models. I'm great at drawing 3D. So if we go to circuits and we go to my libraries and we go to my libraries, and then we can go to my 3D packages, and in here we should have an encoder. Right, you'll find that in KiCad there's two, right? So we've got the step, right? So this is the encoder in question that I bought. So I did a drawing of it, and I can make the 3D model. But what we'd also do, and we save it as a step. Now the reason for saving it as a step is so it can be exported to a 3D CAD model. In the actual KiCad model, there is also a WRL version, which is that one. It's exactly the same, except it has KiCad stuff inside it, and KiCad works it better. So the model to use is the WRL model in KiCad, but you also should have a step model, so that when you export the board out to a 3D model, then the step one will be used. So we'll go for this one, and we just need to make sure it's in the right place. So it wants rotating 90 in the Z, and it wants to be minus 90. There we go. And our offset, and that way. And what I find best is actually to have a look from underneath, because then you can see the pins coming through, and you can see that that's slightly off. Is that? I think I drew this one actually slightly off, and I forgot to offset one of these two pins. The footprint's correct, my model isn't. So what I need to do is just move it there. So the majority is correct, but what I did was I made a mirror image of these pins here, and these two pins aren't actually a mirror image in that distance, they're actually closer in. So that's why it looks like that. That's my excuse anyway. Now sticking to it. Yeah, these are a bit further in, but all I've done is made a copy of this side and took one middle pin out. Laziness, that's what it is, laziness. So yeah, so that's okay. So we do that and we go okay, and we save that, and so we can now close that. And then what we can do is select that and update from library, update selected, yep, close. And now what we can do is we can go to our 3D view, and there it is, look, bing. Right, so now it looks exactly... I told you, I hate it if a footprint doesn't have the actual part in it. So you need to see... And I've actually done a shorter one than them. There is a different type. And these are just what I have, so that's why I've changed that. Let's have a look at my 3D model. Just before I continue. Yeah, so let's just remove that cap. Base assembly. Knob. Right, you can see that the model's in there, but what I have, what you may prefer, if you're making this, rather than this long one, if we go to parts, and we go to our PCB, and let's find that. This. Right, so if I remove that one, I've also got that type. You may prefer that type because it's shorter, and then you can see the screen, and you can put a nice little flat knob on top like my other one. You know, it's smaller. It's a lot better than where are we? It's a lot better than that one. You see, that one's taller. It looks a lot taller. So yes, options there. There we go. Get rid of that one. Okay, save that. Right, so we can minimize that. Yep, so let's get back to our right, where was I? Right, I've got that. Right, so bring it back to the web browser. And bring back that. There we go. So that's how we had it. That's where I left off. Okay, good. Right, so yes, actually I've forgotten some, haven't I? So what have I forgot? I've forgotten these. These are SMDs. They're not. So right, I've done D1. Why is that not? Yeah, I did that, didn't I? Did that. And I also did the red one, that red one. That's where we left off. And so we need these U3, so we need these two. Let's put them on. Which are 78M05. Yeah, right, okay. Now also on here, I've got... I am actually using a 78M05 where I'm using the L805. I'm not using an actual L7805. They're both linear regulators, but these ones are the important ones. These ones. So anyway, I'll just get these two out. And we'll find out this one's exactly the same. So I've got both them. The reason is the 78M05 can be configured the way I have configured. If the data sheet shows these configured for. Current control. Yeah. So they're configured as my head. Constant current. So the way I've rewired these is for constant current on these two, whereas this one isn't. This one's here. It's just wired as a linear regulator. So an Arduino 7805 can be used here, whereas here we need the we need the 78M05. Right. Well, I hope I made some sense. Where's my glasses? Let's get them placed. Yeah, so they want to go on there. Gone a bit hard as the solder paste now. Anyways, and then the other one, right, I'll tick that off. And the other one, which is this one, you'll find that the other type actually have 3 legs. I suppose I should have put 3 legs there really, but it's 3 of these anyway. I should actually update my since you're buying these, I should update and just change this to one of these. I will do. I'll make all 3 the same on my diagram. Right, so that's that one. So we'll tick that one off as well. We can't do them. We can't do the switch. Can't do the Arduino. Can't do the memory. Right, so we've got the Q. That's our MOSFET. So let's get our MOSFET, which is this one. Right, what I've done here as well, also, you can get it in this package, but the MOSFETs I had, they just had, you see these pins look long, that's longer than these pins here. That's because these were the 3 straight pins, and I've just bent them to match this footprint. So use what you've got, and that's what I had. So basically, hang about, let's swap hands. So yeah, that one goes there. I just need to check that them 3 legs actually touch that solder, because I've bent them myself. I'm not as good as a machine. There we go. Right, so tick that one off. Yeah, what we got now? We got that's that Q. Then we got the pin headers, barrel jack, servo header, 5-volt header, and the LOD. That's another header really for that to go into. So yeah, those that we haven't got ticked. Let's just move right. Let's just try and let's leave it on there. So everything's green about that. Yeah, that. So yeah, so that's what I like about this. You can see everything now. That everything's green. There's only the through hole stuff to do. So let's fire up the hot plate and get them soldered to the PCB. This is the stuff that I'm using. I've got that in shot. Let's see if we can get it zoomed in. There, how's that? Can we see that now? Yeah, you see it says 183 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up to 180 to start with, because it tends to overshoot. I've tried to explain why these overshoot, because they're a PTC heating element, and we've got a big lump of aluminium which we've got to heat up, and then once it gets to a certain degrees it takes forever to cool down. So basically you're better off bring it up to a level just below what you want and then bring it up slowly after that. In fact, you should do that with any heater, hot plate or whatever you want, you should always bring it up to a preheat, then take it up to the final heat. So let's move that around that way so we get more on, and let's bring it up to 180. Oh, have I don't think I focused again, did I? Let's get it to 180. Right, while it's doing that, I will just try and focus in on this again. Now we're focused in. Looks like it. Yeah, that'll do. What I could do is I can move that back a bit. Try and bring that up to there. Right, see if I can zoom in a bit better. There, how's that? That better? Right, yeah, since we're just concentrating on that bit. Oh, you can't see my bring that across. There we go. See all the smoke coming off. Right, yeah, you see it overstepped its mark by about 20 degrees there. Oh, by 30 degrees. It'll settle down. But actually, I think what I just need to do, remember not to burn myself. All this middle stuff's done actually. What we just need is these bits at the end. These four. So I'll just push down here. Let them all flow. Don't know if you can see that, but they've all flowed. The LED's a bit wonky. You're gonna have to stay wonky. They're all flowed. These have all flowed. Just that one over there. Just push down a bit of heat, get to that one. There we go, that one's flowed as well now. So I think that was it. Oh, hang about, there's one just didn't like which one it was connected to there. It's just starting to cool down now. I wanted it about the 200 mark, so let's just bring it back up to 190 now. I just need to adjust this one here. Let's take it to 200. It's just this little resistor here, just decided to go walk about. There we go. That sorted it. We can turn it off now. Brings me bits of wood. Can we see that? Oh no, right, I'm just gonna see, you can see that why you should start lower than what you need, because it takes forever to cool down. Right, so just going to move that across to there. You can see I've got two bits of wood. The two bits of wood, and what I tend to do now is I just put that on my bit of wood. Let this cool down. Right, normally I would unplug it. Well, normally what I would do is I would just let this cool down on its own. Oh, I'll turn my soldering iron on. I would leave it plugged in while it turns on, because then I can see the voltage and I can see this bulb going. If I unplug it and move it, then all this goes and I can't tell when it's cool, and then I end up burning myself on this. So I'm just going to try and move it to one side out of the way. Because obviously this on a piece of wood is going to cool down a lot faster than this plate is going to cool down. This is why, well, I'm just repeating myself. You should always go to a temperature, start at a temperature lower than what you need, and then work up once it's reached that temperature. Because you will get it overshooting. Because it can't cool it down as fast. Well, I've given up with explaining that. Sorry guys, I've explained it so many times. Right, I've got that out of the way. I will leave the web thingy up, the bill of materials open, because I don't need my magnifying glass open, because then we can just go through our. Right, I'll just zoom back out again. Zooming in. There we go. We don't need it right in. That's about right. Okay, so this, yep, I can now hold on to this. See, that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at my handiwork. See if we can get some close-up views. How's that? There. Oh, get some light. There we go. Yeah, I hope that shows up all right. Done a really nice job. Oh, lighting. Lights. Where's my lights gone? There we go. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, this isn't a proper one there. This was a through hole one, and oh, let's get back down to there. There we go. Yeah, this is a through hole component, but I've just bent it to be a surface mount, and actually. I think I've got the right amount of solder on them big pads as well, so I think that's alright, is that? I've got a few bit of beading. I just need to get my magnifying glass down. How's that look? Ooh, glary. Hang on, I'll just try and get that light sort of balanced. Right. Yeah. Hang about, this is not working, is it? I need to see through my I've got one of them lights with magnifying glass. I just need to check some things. Actually, that was one of my better jobs. There's hardly any. Let's see if I can get this light in a better place. How's that? Oh, mind you, I'll say also, if you're used to better videos, those people that do all the editing and stuff, well, tough. You get what you get with me, I'm afraid. Anyways, right, so what's our next step? Is to solder our through-hole components. So we might as well start. Well, actually, I'm going to leave the resistors till last. They're a bit different. We can do our C5. That's straightforward. Which is our 1 microfarad, which is, have I got that in shot? Yeah, this one. Yeah, so this is our 1 microfarad. Right, now on the PCB, I've put it as a vertical. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, a vertical, which will go in. You can put it in there, put it like that if you want, but I've left room if you want to lay it down. I've left room so you can actually. I've left room so you can actually put it like that. In fact, I might do it that way. What I'm going to do is just straighten these leads out a bit. They got a bit bent. Right. And what I'm going to do, which way around does it want to go? That way? Down? There we go. Sorry about that. Habit. There. How's that? Maybe I should focus about there so I can hold it up. Wrecking my table. Yeah, does that look alright? Look a bit better. I'll tell you what. Bring out my ancient extra hands. Really, it's quite an old one, this one. You know when a thing works is they still make these. Right, yeah, so we've got that one there, and I mean, shot there. I still haven't got that light right, have I? Maybe I should get some LEDs around the bench. Right, that's one leg. Let's have a look at the other side. Make sure I've still got it nice and... Yep, that's good enough for me. I'm still in shot. Yeah, I think so, yeah, right. Try and keep that glare out. No, glare's in there now. Right, how's that? Okay, dog. Swap hands. Get this wire on this side. You'll notice that I don't tend to have a very hot iron. Okay, that sounds stupid, but I only have it at well, what have I got it at? About 300, about 310. And like I say, when you get onto a nice heavy board like this, it usually drops to about 300 actually. So I don't have one of them fancy ones yet. I'm thinking of getting one. So let's snap them wires off, or cut them wires off, shall I say. Right, so first one in place, tick it off, we're done. And like I say, I did the same with this. We can have this one laying down as well, so let's go for our 22. I'll just move my mouse over it because it's moved. That one. There we go. This is 22, and again what I've done is I made it so it can lie down. Actually this one I might put all the way up. What I'm going to do is put an Arduino underneath there. So I have got these headers, and if we just check, you can see that it's going to be below the header, so you know it's entirely up to you which way you want to put it. In fact, where's my Arduino? I'll just check that there's nothing else underneath the Arduino also. Oh, that's the other thing about my 3D cards, and the reason why I like my 3D card is hang on, have I got that linked? FreeCAD. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, well, why I like to draw things in is because if we look at, like I said, I've drawn the actual nano in there, and we can actually look underneath and see if it is clear underneath there, and yeah, plenty of room. There's nothing on this Arduino underneath. Saying that, let me just check. No, I've got a different Arduino. Hang on. Let's turn that off. No, I've got a different Arduino. This one's got the USB chip underneath it, but it's at the other end, and it's got the linear regulator at that end, but it's miles away. That is not going to it's not going to hinder it stood up there basically, so we can put that stood up there like that if we want. There, how's that? Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that. Well, No, I've changed my mind again. I always change my mind. I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it on its side. There, like that. Where's my glasses? Yeah, there we go. One day I might get better lighting and stuff, but it's when and where it comes. So, I was still in shot. Yeah, I think so. Am I? Which way around am I? Oh yeah, there we go. So I'll solder that one. Let it all warm up. There we go. And then I'll just check that we're all nice and level and everything, and we're all hunky-dory. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. I like everything to be perfect, perfectly aligned. There we go. That looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah, sort of. Right, let's get the other leg soldered. Swap hands. There we go. There we go. Trim that off. There we go. That's that one done. Nice and easy. What was that? That was that one. Yep, so what's next? Oh yeah, I'm leaving them till last. So we've got these. Alright, so I'm putting sockets in because I'm going to pull them out the other one. So we want our two 16 dip sockets. That's it where now. Right, where are we? Yeah, there. So we've got our two 16 dip. Oh, well, I might as well pull out my 3 8 bits while I'm on there. I know they're going to go in as well. So I'll do the 8-pin sockets, because we'll do them after the 16. In fact, we can do them all at once, so get them the right way around. We've got a little marker. That's pin 1. It's got a little thing, and then we've got a little dip in the socket as well. So hopefully, when we're sticking the sockets in, we're going to get them right way around. And that's that one. And then do the same with. Oh, we've got a bent pin there. Can I straighten that? No, use pliers. These are just cheap steel ones. This makes them really well. Find out if they work, they work. They work. They work. That's it. So let's stick that in. Oh, my back. Right, get on one side in. That's all that side, and then let's try and get this side in. a bit awkward there. Another one awkward there. There we go. They're in. I think what I'll do is I'll just I don't like to bend them pins, but no, I'm not going to bend the pins. Let's get these in. These all got markers on as well, so get these all the way right way around. That just dropped in. Did it? Yep, dropped in. That just dropped in. Yeah, I'm still getting that light, aren't I? Sorry guys. How's that? Yeah. There we go. Right, and then get this one dropped in. Yeah. They all dropped in. Now then, what I need to do is to turn it over. Oh, I know. What I'll do is I'll use another board, and then I'll put that board on there. Now, right. I was just checking to make sure that capacitor wasn't holding it off. So what I can do is I can put them all down like so, and make sure that we're all focused. Yeah. So zoom in a bit. There, so yeah. Just got a cup of tea, so I'll just move that out of the way. Right, yeah, so let's just solder all those pieces in. Right, do one corner first. Just hold it a little for it to flow. Do another corner. Let it flow. Yeah, it's non-leaded solder. I got it cheap, so. Actually, I got this solder. I don't know how many years. It's definitely years ago. Don't know if anybody remembers. What was it? Oh, God, I've forgotten that now as well. Ah, dear, dear, dear. It was like a Radio Shack shop. I've forgotten what you call it now. But anyway, it went bust. Or anyway, it shut down. And then it got rid of all the shops, and it sold out stuff cheap. That's how long ago I got this sold. It was it's a big massive reel of it I got. So, anyways, it's still going in. It's unleaded. So I didn't realise at the time. That's why it was so cheap, I think. But it was a lot of it, and I still haven't used it all. Anyway, for steel pins, these are soldering quite well, actually. To keep it on, you go for a walk. No, I don't need that now. So might grip better now on that without the board. Might not walk around so much. A bit more there, a bit more heat. Yeah, I've seen a few of them nice USB soldering irons. I've just won an Instructable just lately, and I'm thinking of buying one of those USB ones. You know, that are controlled by a microprocessor. That way, it keeps the temperature. This is all analog, of course, you see, so I mean, by the time temperatures dropped, you know, the analog is sort of kicked in and said, oh dear, I need to put some more heat in there, and it puts it in gradually, and it's slow to take up the heat. But with these new digital ones, with microprocessor in, it knows when you pick the soldering iron up, it knows when you got a big cold spot to heat up and everything. So and there's new tips now, these new fancy tips, so I'm still a bit old-fashioned with this. I mean, my soldering iron is years old. You get used to it and you think, well, it still works, it still does its job, it's how we used to do it in our day. Why not continue? You think, should I upgrade or not? I mean, it isn't broken, so why replace something that ain't broken? I can adjust the temperature, I can change the tips. Another thing, like I say, what I do like about the new ones is when you're not using it, it goes into like a standby mode at a low temperature, and it prevents your tips from burning out. I mean, it's finding a happy medium for a temperature to solder and a temperature that doesn't actually burn your tips away. With this type of soldering iron, you might need to have it set quite high to do your soldering, but it's a little bit high when you're not using it, and your tip just degrades. And there are some good tips now with a good coating. They have like these. I think the core is copper, and then it has like a metal skin, a jacket around it. That stops it from corroding away. But then again, all that technology is on these new tips as well. That Right, that's all them in. Right. Let's see if I can show you my skillful soldering work. I'll get rid of that. So that's what we've got so far. Let's just let's get some zoom in. There, how's that? Oh, there we go. So I've got them in, and there's my, where are we? There's my soldering mess. Don't know if you think that's okay or not. Anyways, let's move on. Zoom that in. There we go. Let's get them ticked off. So that's them two, and where's them other three? That's them ones there, so that's them ones I've done. So that's green. Oh, let's get the switch. All right. Shall we get the switch? No, let's do all the. What I want to do is I want to do all these header pins along the top next. So what I'll do, what I'm going to do with them, it's my 12K. What's written on there? Encoder. My encoder's there. Right. Hang on. I might as well get all this lot out now because we know. I know what's what. It's not like it's not like it's they all look the same. Get rid of that and get me resistors out. There's another header. Right, that's the pillbox empty. So I'll get rid of that. Out the way. Can you see all them bits? Right, so these are all my resistors. I'm using 24 ohm. These are 1 watt. It's what I had. Really, I should have used. I was thinking about buying some 2 watt ones. Really, so then you end up with like 4 watts at 12 ohms. I've put room for 4. You can either put 1 12 or 2 24s in. It's entirely up to you. No, entirely up to you. So it is what it is. So yes, that was it. On the previous videos, I was going to show you what happened to them. Well, before I forget again, you know my memory. So on my old one, have I got it in shot? Right, yeah. On my old one, so there's me LCD that sticks on me OLED. And then there's my memory on top of my thing. But then can we see them resistors? Can you see how they're a bit charred? I mean, the colour hasn't gone from the bands yet, but you know, with some use they're getting a bit charred. So there were 2 watt resistors. I've only got some 24 1 watt resistors, so I'm going to see how they do, see if the temperature is okay, you know, see how well they last. If not, then I'll have to get some say I might get some 24 ohm 2 watt, and then you end up with 4 watts then, so that should be enough. Right, now I'm going to put the headers. The reason I'm going to put headers in now is because, well, we've got these. I've got these headers for the Arduino, which are quite long, and I like to colour code my stuff. I have, my memory's rubbish, and so if there's some colour code in there, then that helps as well. So I'm going to use them to line up my other headers that I want colour coding. So I can use where are we? Use this header to line them other headers up first, if you know what I mean. Have I got that in shot? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing there, can't you? So what I'll do is I'll just put that down like that, and what I'll do is I'll solder one end first, and then I can check for alignment. So that's the first pin in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of look down the length and just make sure I've got that pin aligned. I can add some heat and align it and make sure it all looks hunky-dory. So I'm just going to do that. Well, actually, no, that looks perfect, does that? And so does the other end. I'm going to just go for it. They all look alright. I do hope that's in shot. Oh yeah, just push it that way a bit. Actually, I just want to. It's easier if I do it that way. I think them pins are a bit mucky. Do a bit more flux. Not flowing as I would have liked. That's better. Yeah, that looks alright. Yeah, so then let me get rid of soldering iron, put it away before I burn myself. Right, yeah, so I use that, and that lines, they all end up perfectly lined up. Then the shirt should look cool. The only mistake I made, I should have made this slightly that way or this way, because I got it half a pin out. I could have put them 3 pins in with this as well if I hadn't got it the 10th of an inch out, and I got it a 5th of an inch out. No, 20th of an inch out. So yeah, I didn't line them pins up right. So basically I'm using this header, which I'm going to use for my LCD, but before I do, I'm going to use it to line the pins up in the servo slot. So you can see I've got them plugged into here, and then what I can do is, because they're all single pieces, but at least they end up with some colour coding. So I'm going to do the first pin again. Tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put that on there like that, and then that'll balance it all up, so it's all level. Oh, mind you, I need some underneath there. There we go. It's close. Get one pin done and then check again. Just check it's all aligned, and well, I don't know if you can see there. No. So just hold it and put some heat on while I line it up. Without burning myself. There. No. There we go. There we go. It all looks aligned now, doesn't it? So I'm going to do the other one. Yeah, not everybody goes to the effort of colour coding things, but I do prefer pins that are actually colour coded and that way you're not going to get them round, especially when you're using just straight headers like this. I mean, you don't. I mean, that's going to be ground and 5 volts, so you don't want that getting the wrong way around. And the same with the I2C. You don't want to be spinning them round either. And same goes for the servo. You want to know which is the signal pin. So, anyways, right, yeah. So since I've now finished with that, because I've used that, I can now put that in its slot, which goes in there. This doesn't really matter about it being color coded, because this is for my hang on, where is it? This is for my LCD OLED. Now with this, what I've done is I've made a mount, a support for this front end that's not going to be supported, so let me just put that where it needs to be. Got a washer on because it can't go too deep, because underneath here I've got the memory chips. So I've had to space off my screw. The screws are 6mm long, so I need them to end up flush there. But with that spacer on, it's going to hold this level. And so what I can do in putting it on here, I can put this onto there. I'm still in short, aren't I? Yeah, right. Put that onto there. So when I put it into its slot, because it's got these feet at this end here that sit on the PCB, it holds all that level, and basically it's all at the correct height, now. So I can use that to line everything up. Just need a bit of weight on there. There we go, that was enough. And I can do them. Oh, I'm in shot, yeah, good. Let's just clean that up. Right, still though, with the first one done, I just want to just check alignment. Yeah, yeah, that looks fine, does that? So I can continue. There we go. It's a bit messy, I just want to clean it up a touch. Yeah, didn't think it, like I say, I tend to have a coldish iron in relative terms, of course. And with the unleaded, tends to string a bit. Don't get the flux running. Right, okay, so that's fits quite nicely, so I can take that out for now. I'll put it back in the other bit. I'll put it with me other bit. So I've got that, so that's me OLED one. Tick that one off. We've done the servo, we've done the I2C. Right, power we've done the auxiliary as well, so turn that off. One moment, I need to take one of my pills. Yes, so what we got? We got our Arduino still. Well, I'm going to use the Arduino for that as well. So that'll go. They'll go on the Arduino. That'll make sure that they're all lined up. When I do that, I've got the two stepper ones. So let's do them next. Oh, actually, have I made that? Have I made them? Have I lined them up? No, there. Yeah, making the board smaller. I've made them offset as well, so it's pointless putting that on. So these are just going to have to go in. I've just made these all yellow for stepper motors. There's only 2 coils in each, so it doesn't really matter sort of making them colour coded. It may be that one has to be turned around anyway, so yeah, let's just get one dab on each. When soldering headers, I don't know if people know what have you, but I find what you'll find best is if you put most of your heat actually on the pin first to warm the pin up. Then once your pin's warmed up and flowing, then start adding your solder to flow the hole. So let's see what they look like. I think that one just wants to move in a touch. Don't put my finger on the one. Don't put my finger on the one I'm gonna solder. Yeah, they look all right. So do the other pins. No, there we go. I'll just tidy them up, although they don't need to. No, that one. There we go. Right, so there's the stepper headers. So where's them? Stepper headers, there we go. They're done. So we'll do, what shall we do? I think I'll do the barrel and the encoder next. Well, the encoder should be easy because that should just snap. That's got some legs on there and they're shaped so that they should just snap in there really. So I'll get them two in at the back. Come on. Right, they're in, and then get the front three in. been a stubborn one. Oh no, it's that one. Or is it that one? No. Do I just need... Oh, no, I didn't need to push. Nah, I shouldn't have pushed because I just bent my pin. Right, take two. Right, let's start with the 3 pins at the back first. Right, they're in. Then we just have 2 to... Is that got in that hole or not? There we go. Yeah, so them clips, I don't know if you can see there, the shape, so when they pop through, it just holds it in place and it's perfect. So I can just solder everything in place. Hard to get to that one. There we go. Swap hands. There we go. And here we go, lots of solder which you can't get out if you need to remove it. I wonder if I can just put a bit on the outside there. I don't know. I'm going to fill it. Fill it. That's what it's there for. Lot of solder there. It's alright other side. Let's just take a bit off. Yeah, that looks good. Right, so that's our encoder on. Bit warm. Right, so encoder, where's encoder? Rotary encoder, turn that off. Well, click that undone. Let's put the barrel jack in. That's an easy one. That should just drop in. Like that. Maybe I should have put that one in first so then I could have held it flat. Alright, okie doke. Right, we'll go for the usual trick. I don't know if this is just what do you call it? Sticky putty stuff or whatever. Thumbtack. I think people call it thumbtack, don't they? Basically, you just stick it on there. That's it, and it holds it in place. Can't be any simpler. Oh man, make sure I'm in shot. Oh, while I'm on this, right, okay, right, who, see these little holes, can you see that? Yeah, you see the holes in these tags? Who sticks wires through there? They're not there for that. I don't know why people do that. The hole is there to give grip to the solder. With the solder flowing through a hole, it binds the whole thing stronger, and so you end up with a stronger joint. That's what it's there for. You can stick wires through it, but it's just to so the in the old days it just helped the solder bind together on the tag. That's in the days when we used to have tags on little tiny not ceramic, Bakelite boards. They used to have little tags on, and then we used to just. It just helped the solder adhere, so it didn't pull off. Anyways, right. The resistors and the Arduino. Oh, let's go for the Arduino then. I said I'm going to leave the resistors till last. They're going to be awkward then. So our Arduino is on there, so we've got them headers plugged in, and we've got our USB goes to our USB there. So that just, I'm in shot there, let's just make sure that there goes in there like that. There we go. That's that needs a clean, doesn't it? I've got a hair. Right, I've got to clean that as well. Right, so let's start with one corner and then the opposite corner. Hang on, we've done something wrong there. Phew, nearly messed up there. Hang on, what have I done wrong? Have I got too many pins on there? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I'm right there. That's all okay. That hair's bugging me. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. What have I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, right. I must have just put it in wrong holes. There we go. That's better. Yeah. It's me. I'm going blind as well. Blind, deaf, memoryless Tim. That's where I am. Yeah. Bloody no short-term memory. Right. Well, yeah, I was doing this. Needed a bit of heat, did that? Yeah, that one sailed in. Right, so let's just check. Oh, looks hunky-dory. Fine, let's go for the rest. Yeah, change of hand. Maybe. Wire. If cable's not gonna. Yeah, that's it. A main shot. Oh yeah, it's all lead shot. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, what's on the video is again it's getting stringy. Is this solder? I wonder if I should turn up the heat a bit. Turn up the heat. Get it flowing. Yeah. Stop it bridging like that. Go back to that. Right, that's better. Yeah. A lot of pins, takes a while for the board to warm up. That must have been a heavy cable at the other end. No, if it's sometimes I get bad parts of this. I mean, it was a lot of cable, a lot of solder. I wonder if there's sections where there isn't so much flux in it. Tell you, I'm going to get leaded next. This stupid reason. I've got no reason. I don't understand why. It's there for a purpose. It's lead in solder. Right, let's clean that up. Get rid of the excess. Just getting rid of the excess solder. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not flowing like it should. Could be the. Well, everything I use is cheap. It's probably got metal pins. It's yellow metal pins. Doesn't mean the brass. Just means that the coloured yellow. Yeah, that's better. It'll do. Like I say, I tend to keep my... I don't like buying bits, really. That's what it is. Tips, shall I say. Don't like buying tips. I like to make them last a few years. So I don't have them that hot. Right. So anyway, there's me. Let's give that a clean. Oh, we're alright underneath. No dust has been on underneath. Yeah, I made it a few years ago. Oh, hang on, we're not in shot, are we? Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's been sat on the shelf for a while, so it's been gathering dust. So let's just it's better. Are we in shot there? Yeah, we are. There, that looks a bit better. Bit cleaner. Yeah. That goes in there. That goes in there. Alright. So what's next? Oh, right, we've just got the 4 resistors. Oh, well, I haven't populated them yet. Actually, where's me? Yeah, don't leave that. I should have cleaned that while I was at it, you know. That's been gathering dust. Nice blob of the wonder stuff. Oh, get the brush out. Bit more down there. Let's just shorten the brush a bit. It stiffens it up. There we go. Let's give that a bit of a rag. Actually, it's still got its plastic thing on there, so that's alright. Anyways. Yeah. Now I can get rid of that. Right. Yeah, so that'll... Once I've got memory in there, this goes in there. What I've done is I've put pins for the I2C there as well, so if I want in future to add some extra I2C stuff, I can. Oh, that looks a bit cockeyed, does that, doesn't it? I didn't check that, did I, for alignment? I said it just popped in and I just sold it up. Yeah, I know it doesn't look much. It does. I don't know. What do you think? Does it look out on skew? It looks on piss to me. Does that? Yeah. I wonder if I can. Sort that. I'm going to sort that because it's bugging me. I'm sorry. Yeah, that really. Oh dear. Right. What I need is something to plug in it. Has that got plug on end? No, that's not got plug on end. This has got plug on end. Plug that in there. Why doesn't that fit? Oh, there we go. Fits now. Right. I went too far. I think there's a name for it. A name for what? Anorak, I think that's the word, isn't it? I'm an anorak. Just because I want it perfect. I have no idea. Idiot, that's the word. Yeah, I knew there was a no. There we go. Right. Yeah, that looks better. It looks lined up now. You might not notice the difference, but I do. It's right. Okay, so I bent these, and they should just go in there. Now I'm thinking of maybe putting some across the top. Oh right, I'm going to get all these the same way as well. So I don't think it's just the SMDs. Right. So what we got? Brown and gold at top there. Right. Yeah. All soldiers in a row, all neat and tidy. There we go. All standing to attention. Right. That goes the other way. Right. Yeah. So they don't want to be right. They don't want to be right down to touching them. These are going to get hot, so you need air to be able to circulate around those. So what I am going to do, because they've got legs on at the moment, I'm going to find a piece of wood. I've got bits of wood. Yeah, I've got some nice bits of wood. Yeah. This is just a bit of plywood from my laser cutter. So what we can do is we can just put that under there, and that's going to get them all at the same level on top. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, actually, I don't like to bend wires, but I am with these slightly, because I just need a little bit of help, them being in way. It's not that I'm going to remove them, but you know, when you try to remove things and you find that someone's bent a wire over, it makes it real hard for it to be removed. And since these are going to be getting hot, they may end up being needed to be removed. So what I'm going to do, yeah, so they're all holding well, and I'm going to grab this like so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solder this end. No, I'm going to solder that end first, I think. And then what I'll do is I'll straighten these again. There we go. So those cables should hold it, and I should be able to just straighten these ones back up again now. You never know, I might want to take them out, you see. And this way, when you want to take them out, there's nothing holding them but the solder. I could have used the glue tack again, but you know, it swings and roundabouts. That solder seems to flow okay there. Right, I'm just going to make sure that these are firmly in place. Yeah, that popped up. Yeah, that's secure. And so is that one. Right, so what I can do now is I can, with my tweezers, and we still just want to keep that all in shot. There we go. Just want to keep with my tweezers. I just want to straighten these. There we go. You might think, why am I doing it? But I just don't. I just like it right. You know, there's no in between. It's either right or it ain't. There we go. At least if someone wants to take them out, they'll just drop out now anyway. Which could be me. Like I said before, there's a lot of current going through these, so they may tend to get a bit crispy, and I may end up having to get some higher wattage ones. But hopefully I'll get that in shot there. Yeah, so they're all stood off now, so you can see that there's enough room to get some air around it. Not long around, we're getting some air around it, and we can snip them off to length now. Anyways, I hope these. Well, I don't know if anybody likes this sort of me doing this like live thing. So you end up with like a really long video. Yeah, I'm not going to do videos, chop them up, edit, and do all that crap, basically. But I do like to show what I make and what I do. And so, I can tick them off now, can't we? So, yeah, so that's the... we can tick our Arduino Nano off, and then we can tick our barrel jack off. And then we can tick them off. And then we can see that it's all green there. And, right, that's what it looks like. I just need to populate these in two things, and... stick two things in there. This is going to go into, let's move all that shit off there. That's all going to go into this. Let's remove this as well. That's all going to go into here. I'll put that end in first. There we go. Are we in shot? Yeah, see, that's all going to go in there. So we need 4 screws for that. Oh, can I get to that screw there? Did I leave enough room? Oh yes I did. There we go, look. So 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are my standard screws. Big tub full. So no, yeah, get it on in shot. Yeah. Get that on there. Am I in shot? Yeah, so everything's in shot. That's good. Right, so let's start with these two. Well, that one in corner. Am I in the right place there? Right. Actually, my hand's in way in it there. Right, let's go that way. There we go. So we'll put this one in here. I can't see. Hang on, let me. I need to be able to see. Right, that's it. Now I can use it. Oh well, no. Now I need to use this hand on this side, so I can see, but you can see this time. So there we go. Is it in the hole? Yeah, it's in the hole now. Right, that fits there. Yeah. I'm better doing it with this. I'm better doing it with this hand, aren't I? So you can see what's going on. That one there. Right, now I've got 3 and I can tighten them up. Swap hands again. There we go, we can see now. Let's get that one in there. And then you can see what's going on. Hopefully. Can I see? I don't know if the camera can see better that way or not. I'm hoping the camera's sort of zooming down in that direction. I mean, it must come down like a cone, wouldn't it? Yeah, so anyways. Right, yeah, so that one there will plug in there. And this one here will plug in here. Now then, I don't know whether these go one way or the other, I think, but that's to come and find out. So that will go there. That should be able to close up okay. There, like that. So that's okay. Yeah. That works well, does that? And then my servo, I think I might shorten this. Because this goes here. That's where the servo goes. It's quite a bit long, is that cable, and it only goes out as far as there, and it's got to reach across to, it's only got to reach across to there and then go that way. So I might chop that much off and then it comes back, you see. So yeah, it only sort of really needs that, doesn't it? So all this can disappear really, which I think I might do. But what I'm going to do now, I can't remember if I've got any more of these chips. I know I've got some memory chips. I can nick them off the other one. Actually, yeah, the other ones are in. The other ones are in sockets. The other ones are in sockets. So I really wanted to keep this as it was, but I might. What's the point, really? So I think what I'll do is I will do a follow-up video, maybe just a one that I record to just finalise things. But I think so far so good. This is all. It all looks pretty neat at the moment. I think it's coming together quite well, as I had hoped. So eventually what we'll have is we'll have a menu here. This is the knob to do everything, and then whatever you choose on your menu, the pen here will then draw whatever you've chosen. So I mean, I recommend watching me other videos of the original to see what this is going to do. But currently I think it's looking really fine. I'm quite pleased. The only thing the only thing that can top what we've done so far is that it actually works. So I'm going to leave you all in suspense now for the next video to see it working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I've got some other chips so I can leave the other ones in. I'm going to maybe reprogram 3 new memory chips. They just sit under here. So basically what we can do, we can lift that off, and then we can populate these with 3 memory chips. One is like for the operating system and everything, and the other one is for drawings and stuff, and the same goes for number 3. But I don't think if I remember, well, I can't remember, but if anybody knows me and knows what my memory is like, I've no idea whether I did anything with the 3rd one, but it's there just in case, because that's how many I could fit in. And like I say, I might get another Arduino so this can stay. I don't like breaking stuff down and throwing it away. Stuff, it's something I've done and made. You know, when you've spent time on something and made something like this, you know, it's got memories and things. You know, I like to. Well, it does help me remember things. So that's why I like to keep all my stuff. But you know, this is a major upgrade. So that will go back in there and sit down there like that. And like I say, it's got support this side, so if you try to clean it and anything, you're not going to really damage. You can put some pressure on there. I don't like people that just stick these on and just leave these swinging in the air. Why? It needs support. So anyways, yeah. So it's suspend time now. Suspense. That's it. Yeah, you all have to wait because it's going to be a little while as well. Because I'm rambling now. Okay, guys, if you've watched this, all I can do is say thank you. And it was just well, I knew it was going to be a long thing doing this, and I did split it into 2 because I needed some lunch. And it's just I am lazy, and it was an easy way to do it. And also I was testing out the what they call it, OBS software, which I think is great. Before I used to use that NVIDIA thing to record stuff, and basically it's a piece of crap. Well, that's what I think about it. I think it spends more time trying to see what's on your computer than it does actually helping you. Anyways, I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to stop rambling. So